Hey guys, Mike here with Obedient Canine Academy. I just want to take a second to talk a little bit about the e-collar and why we do use them. So I'll start off first by saying we don't teach anything with the e-collar. Every dog is taught each behavior prior to the e-collar. The e-collar is actually not used until about the second week of training, and this is because we never use the e-collar on the dog for something the dog does not know. So we teach them no, teach them all the obedience, teach them how to properly walk on a leash before they ever have a collar put on them, with the exception of a 24-hour period where we'll put the collar on.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto West Penn Grant Road.
A 24-hour period where we'll put the collar on the dog, properly fit it, and we don't use it. The reason we do that is because a e-collar feels very different than a
Take the
regular
next right
collar.
onto West Penn Grant Road.
So we want to allow the dog some time to get used to it. Just used to having the collar itself on the dog without any stimulation being applied.
Continue on West Penn Grant Road for 3 miles.
And then after that 24-hour period, what we do is we find the lowest number that the dog feels it. And this is generally anywhere between like a 2, maybe a 6. But usually closer to like a 2 to a 4. And at that point, they're barely feeling it. It's kind of like a little tingle. And these e-collars are identical to a TENS unit, which we use in physical therapy to stimulate the muscles so that they don't hurt as much. So we find the lowest level that they feel it, put them on a leash that they already understand. We'll walk back and forth. Every time that there's a little bit of tension on, we'll just push and hold the button, which stimulates the collar and then stimulates their muscle just a little bit. As soon as they come in towards us, which they already know how to do, we will let go of the button. And we'll just do that over the course of 2, maybe 3 days. And the dog learns that that sensation that they're feeling on their neck means the same thing as a leash. From there, what we do is we slowly start adding it onto obedience commands and teaching the dog to come. So, for example, with teaching the dog recall, teaching him to come back to you, we put the dog on a long line, we'll let him go sniff around, we'll push and hold the button. Again, this is at a very low level. Say the dog's name, tell them to come, tap on the leash just a little bit to kind of guide the dog in the direction you want him to go. The second that they do, we release the button. When they are actively coming towards us, we say the marker word, which we use the word yes. So as they turn around and start coming towards us, we mark it yes. And then they generally speed up a little bit because they know they're about to get a reward. As soon as they get to us, we give them a treat. Now, the reason that we implement the collar in the first place is because, well, there's a couple reasons. One, dogs react better to physical touch. So an e-collar gives you the ability, whether your dog's close to you or farther away from you, to just be able to reach out and kind of tap them on the side and say, hey bud, you need to do this, or pay attention, something along those lines. Also, the collar gives you the ability to allow your dog to run free, have fun, be a dog, sniff around, and still be under control and safe. So when your dog's properly acclimated to the e-collar, understands the e-collar, you can stop them when they get in high states of mind, like a high drive state, where they want to chase something, whether it be goats, chickens, cats, whatever the case may be, you have the ability to stop them. And using the collar over and over again for extended periods of time, meaning you use it repeatedly for roughly 6 months, and I'm not talking about you're constantly pushing the button on your dog, but you use it consistently for about 6 months. After that, your dog develops a habit of doing everything asked. So then eventually you can do away with the e-collar altogether, and maybe you'll have to bring it out here and there just as a reinforcement.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Willow Street Pike North.
The e-collar is an extension of a leash. It's less stressful on your dog, and it gives your dog the freedom to actually be a dog rather than tethered to you 24/7, or always tethered to you when they're outside, never getting to actually get any real energy out. So that in itself, just teaching them the recall and allowing them to be off leash, solves a lot of behavior issues that you guys are having. So if you have any questions,
turn left onto Willow Street Pike North.
If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. I'll get to them as soon as I can. If you like this video or any other videos, please like and subscribe. Really helps the channel out. If you don't like the videos, please give a thumbs down and subscribe anyway. Hope you guys have a great day. Talk to you later.